Bonjour and welcome back to my channel. My name is Claude and today I'm going to be doing your weekly pick a deck tarot reading for the week of the 14th of March till the 20th of March, give or take a couple of days. So I hope you're doing well. As per usual, this is going to be deck 1, deck 2 and deck 3. I'm going to give you a few moments to softly gaze at the back of the cards, and when you're ready, close your eyes, and the first deck that pops into your mind's eye, which is located between your eyebrows, is the deck you are drawn to. If you see more than one deck, obviously, feel free to check out more than one reading, and do pause the recording if I didn't give you enough time. Okay. Hello to my Aquarians who chose deck number 1. You've chosen the Albano tarot deck. Now, please do bear in mind those are general readings, they will not resonate with everybody. Take what resonates and leaves the rest behind. Now, what do I have for my Aquarians who chose, we have a jumper, who chose deck number 1. Alright, so the jumping card we got at the center of your spread is the 9 of Pentacles. Beautiful energy. Crossing it is another 9, the 9 of Wands. Below you is the 9 of Cups. How interesting. Above you, the 5 of Pentacles. Behind you is the Page of Pentacles. Ahead of you, beautiful, the Empress, Major Arcana. The advice is the 2 of Wands. Your environment is the Queen of Swords. Hopes and fears, the 2 of Pentacles. Let me put that here. And your final outcome is Justice, Major Arcana. Bottom of the deck, which is the energy underlying working that you may not be aware of, you have the World. Beautiful, another Major Arcana. Right, I hope you can see all of the cards. I hope this is okay. Alright, so let's talk about the bottom of the deck. You have 3 Major Arcana in this reading, and if you've ever looked at any of my readings, you know that the Major Arcanas, I make a big deal of them because they represent a more permanent type of energy as opposed to the Minor Arcanas, which deal with day-to-day events and situations. So when you have a Major Arcana that appears in a reading, this is God, universe, spirit, your angels, whoever you work with, intervening, either to put you back on the right track for your life journey or to provide you with opportunities to grow mentally, emotionally and spiritually. Now the World is a beautiful completion card. This is, you have learned everything you needed to learn during this cycle and you are going through the portal successfully. So it talks about victory, success, also recognition and the end of a cycle, but in a positive way. It can also talk about literally the world, so it could be anything to do with from far away, any kind of communications or travel from, far away from where you currently are. So you've got this energy, nice energy in the background at the moment around you of wrapping up a cycle successfully, which is always nice to have. In the near past, I'll start with this, you had the Page of Pentacles. Now pages represent news. They also represent inexperience because they are the opening card of the courts, they're training to become knights. And they also represent some kind of new direction, like a new beginning, but not as big as an ace, like more something new that comes in that changes the direction of things. And Pentacles, they represent the material realm, so home life, work life, job, careers, financial assets. You do have quite a few coins today. You've got 1, 2, 3, you've got 4 coins cards. So the Page of Pentacles could have been in the past some kind of offer that came your way, you know, a little sum of money, a job offer, a promotion, or you may have decided to embark on a course to develop your skills, because the Page is also someone who wants to learn and develop their skills. So this could be any of the followings. But this led to the situation which is here, which is the Nine of Pentacles. Now, I love the Nine of Pentacles. 9 is the number of achievement, and you have 3. Okay, you've got the Nine of Pentacles, of Wands, and of Cups. Very good cards. Now, achievement in the realm of the Pentacles is having worked hard, having honed your skills, and having reaped the rewards. You can see she's abundant, and there's also that idea of being very independent, you know, and confident. You know you can provide for yourself. So there may have been a promotion which brought more money because your work got recognized, or you went on a course, you developed your skills, and that got acknowledged. However, the Nine of Wands is blocking your enjoyment of this energy of Nine of Pentacles, of basically basking in your own success and abundance. And the 9 with the Wand suit has a different meaning, obviously, because Wands have to do with our passions, our desires. It's really, you know, what your heart and soul desire. And the 9 of Wands talks about being tired, you know, there's yet again another challenge, you know, it's non-stop, it's constantly working, and you know you're one off of the 10 of the completion, and yep, it is challenging, and you may have also gotten some bruises on the way, you know, with all of this work, and there may have been competition. If we're talking about a course, there may have been loads of exams to you know, to take and pass, which obviously is stressful and exhausting, so take what resonates. Also, if you have more responsibilities now, if we're talking about a promotion that you got, obviously it comes with extra responsibilities, which is why you appear like that, tired. If you started a brand new business, same thing, it comes with that. Because in your clear mind, instead of enjoying your Nine of Pentacles, abundance, independence through your hard work, you have the Five of Pentacles in your focus. Now, the 5 is a number of change and challenges, and with the Pentacle suits, it talks about the fear of lacking in this position. You know, you in your mind, on your mind, you have I'm getting you're worried. That's what I'm hearing. You've got it though, but I think that because you are working really hard, this has put you in a position where you may feel vulnerable because of the extra responsibilities you have, as in it's a lot of work, and you're worried that, well, if you don't deliver, you may end up losing it all, is what I'm hearing. In your subconscious mind, you've got the Nine of Cups. As I said, 9 is achievement. Cups is the emotional realm. So your subconscious is really your higher self trying to talk to you. And the Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment card. It's a beautiful card. It's your cups being filled, being filled, sorry. Excuse my English, I'm tired today. And you can clearly see he's very proud of his achievements. You know, he's got that red cap, which represents pride in the work that's been done, you know. And so, you know, this is in your subconscious. This was your wish fulfillment. You need to enjoy it, is what your higher self is telling you, rather than fear that whatever you've achieved is going to be taken away from you, or the fear that you're not going to deliver, you're not going to be up to the task. You need to enjoy it, to really let your happiness explode, really, is what I'm hearing. Because remember, I did say to you, you've got the world here. This is success, this is victory. This is you having upgraded, you know. I know it's a gaming term, but you know what I mean. Because in the near future, you've got the Empress. Again, this is a major arcana. Now, the Empress is ruled by number 3, which is the number of growth, creation, and expansion. And this is a beautiful card of lacking for nothing. She lacks for nothing. She is beauty, she is creation, so she can represent the birth of anything from a project to a relationship to a child. It can be the birth of a new love, anything that's going to bring you prosperity and abundance. And prosperity and abundance don't have to be financial, but they can be, okay? So we can have prosperity and abundance in our relationships as well as in our professional lives. So take what resonates. But this is an incredibly good auspice coming into the future. And to be honest, you only have good cards except what's in your conscious mind, where you seem to be focusing on the fear of lacking or losing something. In the advice position, you've got the Two of Wands. Now, the 2 is the number of duality, decisions, and relationships. When it comes to the Wands, it indicates that you may feel like you're at a crossroad and you need to choose whether you're going to go left or right. And this is really taking the time to analyze which way you're going to go. Now, as you can see, there's growth on both of the wands. So whether you go left or right, you know, you're going to get there. You're going to get the world. But the experiences are going to be just different. It's just a different path. So it is about, you know, really taking stock of what your heart and soul really desire and choose whether you're going to go left or right. And in the environment, you've got the Queen of Swords. Now, this could be someone in your environment, no genders attached because this is a general reading, or this could be the cards advising you to embody the traits of this Queen. Now, the Queen represents patience and understanding that comes from that patience. Swords is the mental realm, so we're talking here about your thoughts, your knowledge, your ideas, truths, and communication. And this is a receptive card, so it's a yin energy as opposed to the kings who are action taking, yang energy. So the Queen of Swords is a well defended position. You can see she's got a big sword there and she's, you know, beckoning people to come to her because she knows she can protect herself. She can see through the lies. She's someone who is very knowledgeable, very intelligent, and who will cut what no longer serves her. So the advice is to think like her, or to seek the counsel of someone in your environment who can represent this person for you to help you, because you've got 2 cards of decisions. You've got the Two of Wands here in your advice, and you have the 2 of Pentacles. Now this is in your hopes and fears, so this is you weighing up your options. Now, the advice is to look at what your heart and soul want and really analyze which way you're going to go, which is going to be the most productive path. And at the moment, you're just hoping that you're going to be able to find an answer. You're weighing up your options, you know, should I go left, should I go right, I'm not so sure, and trying to, you know, to make whatever decision it is. But remember, this is someone who's going to look at it from a factual point of view, not from an emotional point of view. So look at the facts when you are considering this. And in your final outcome, you've got another major arcana, which is Justice. Now, I love Justice. This is one of my favorite cards because we have 2 karma cards really in the majors. We have Judgment and Justice. And when Justice appears in your spread, this is indicating that things are going to get back into balance in your favor. So I did say to you that to me the major arcanas are very important because this is an intervention from the universe, God, your angels, whoever you work with, spirit. You have the Empress in the near future, which talks about prosperity and abundance in any endeavor that you may undertake. You have the World card here telling you that you're going to wrap up a cycle very successfully, and Justice, which means that things are going to turn out right, basically. So all of the hard work that you've put in here, and you know, the bruises that you may have collected, you know, on the way of this achievement, this is going to be acknowledged, and you're going to get what you deserve, which is the Empress, that prosperity and abundance that's there. So make sure that when it comes to making a decision or choosing a path, if you're at a crossroad, that you use the Queen of Swords attitude. She is looking at justice. If you look at where it is on the spread, she's turning towards justice. There's a lot of, I'm hearing the word fairness coming your way. So this is a very positive outcome for you. Things are going to be put to right, is what I'm hearing. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey through the cards with me. If you did, or if the message helped you in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for stopping by and allowing me to read for you. I really appreciate it. I wish you a fantastic week, and I hope to see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir. Hello to my Aquarians who chose deck number 2. You have chosen the Magical Dogs Tarot deck. So please do bear in mind those are general readings, they will not resonate with everybody. Take what resonates and simply forget the rest. Now what do my Aquarians who chose deck number 2 need to know for next week, please? I think that's about right. Okay. So at the center of your spread you have the Nine of Earth. That's the Nine of Pentacles. Now this is interesting because the first reading, deck 1, had the exact same card in the same position. It is crossed by the Four of Pentacles. Four of Earth. If you can see this. Below you, you have the Fire Guardian. So this is the Wand suit and the Guardian is the Knight. So we're talking about the Knight of Wands here. Above you, you've got the Eight of Pentacles. Behind you, you have the Two of Sea, so the Two of Cups. Ahead of you, you have the Five of Sky, that's the Five of Swords, air energy. In the advice position, you've got the Six of Wands. Environment, Ace of Sea, so Ace of Cups. Very nice. Hopes and fears, you have the Emperor, Major Arcana. Final outcome, the Ten of Swords. Bottom of the deck, which is the underlying energies that may be at work that you're not aware of, you have the Tower, which is a Major Arcana. Now I'm going to start with the Tower. The Tower, now firstly, Major Arcanas, you only have 2 here, but Major Arcanas are important to me because they have a more permanent effect on your life. Because the minors deal with everyday people, situations, relationships, basically. And when a Major Arcana comes into your reading, that is God, the universe, spirit, your angels, whoever you work with, intervening. And they are intervening either to make you grow mentally, emotionally, or spiritually, or to redirect you onto the right path. And the Tower is mainly that. The Tower tends to appear when we have been in some kind of status quo, when we've not moved, maybe because we were too comfortable, or maybe because we didn't want to accept the fact that, you know, this was not the best situation for us, and there's this intervention that pushes you basically to jump. As you can see there, you know, the dogs are on the rock and they're gonna have to jump. So the Tower represents a sudden change, an abrupt change, or some revelations, something that just happens and that you did not see coming, and that really, really rocks your world. This is not just a bit of news that you get like gossip. This is something that you're going to feel the effect on. Now the Tower in itself is neither negative or positive. It depends on what this sudden change, or you know, this sudden bit of news, of knowledge that you acquire is about. But remember that things happen for you, not to you. This is whoever you're working with, this is them guiding you back onto the correct life path for you. So I can see from this that in the near past there was a significant relationship or partnership in your life, because the number 2 represents duality, decisions and partnerships, and the cups are to do with the emotional realms, so your feelings, your intuition as well, and creativity, but relationships generally speaking. So the 2 of Cups can talk about a soulmate relationship, can talk about a very strong relationship or committed relationship. It can be a relationship with a parent, with a friend, with a co-worker, a romantic relationship. It can be a very strong partnership if we're looking at business, any of the above. So there was a relationship that was of significance in the past for you here that led you to the 9 of Pentacles. Now, the 9 of Pentacles talks about achievement first, because 9 is the number of achievement in any suit. And Pentacles is a physical realm, so home life, work life, okay, job, careers, but also home life, the relationship within the home. And the 9 of Pentacles is having worked really hard and reaping the rewards for it, and feeling confident and happy, satisfied to where you are, with that inner glow of self-confidence and independence. And this is how you should be feeling right now, but you're not, because it's blocked by the 4 of Pentacles. Now the 4 is the number of strong foundation and stability. So with the Pentacle suits, it talks about a stable financial situation, for instance, or stable family life. But in the shadow side of this card, it talks about also holding, if we're talking about material things, or holding on too tight to something. And in the case here, I am getting the message of holding on too tight to this relationship, which means you can't enjoy this feeling of confidence, independence. This is a card of being in your own power, knowing that you've got this, that you can provide for yourself, that you don't need anybody. And then this is appeared right here, this holding on too tight. And in your conscious mind, you've got the 8 of Pentacles. Now, the 8 is a number of advancement. And because Pentacle is earth energy, which is slow energy, it talks about honing your skills, working hard, developing, working on something. And so in your conscious mind, I believe that you want to work on whatever this relationship is, because you're holding on to it. And so you're working hard, you're putting all your time and effort, you know, your focus, everything is going into this relationship that I'm hearing in my head you're trying to save. But in your subconscious, you have the Knight of Wands. Now your subconscious is really your higher self talking to you. Wands is a sort of passion, desires, it's what your heart and soul want. And it's fast energy, and the Knights represent action taking, things moving forwards. And so your subconscious mind, your higher self, is telling you that, you know, there needs to be movement. You need to take action. Move forward passionately. Follow your hearts and your desires is what this is trying to say to you. And you're here blocking yourself, standing by, which is why there is the Tower energy around you, that something's gonna happen that's gonna push you to get into this mode of, you know, Knight of Wands. And in the near future, you've got the 5 of Swords. That's air energy. So it's the mental realm, your ideas, your thoughts, and truths and communication. 5 talks about change and challenges. And the 5 of Swords talks about a breakthrough, but that's obtained by doing things your way, as in your own way. And it may not be approved or liked by other people. If you look at those dogs there, they look defeated, sad, and he's won, but at a cost, basically, because people were not happy or didn't approve of what he did. So this is talking in the future, and obviously I'm not telling you what to do, I'm just reading energies, potential energies. And remember, you have free will. and every thought you have, every action you take will have an impact on the final outcome. But this is talking about wanting to win at any cost. I'm going to clarify this because I want to know what this is about. Clarify this Five of Swords, please, for the near future. Two of Wands, crossroad, making a decision, going left or right to get to what you want. You see, this is what I'm talking about when I'm saying the Five of Swords talks about doing whatever it takes, winning, but by doing things your own way. And this is a crossroad. You have to decide, are you going to do that? Or are you going to absolutely not do it because people are going to be upset and you're going to take the other path? And this is up to you. The cards will not give you an answer for that. This is what's coming towards you. This is your choice. In the advice, you have the Six of Wands. Now, 6 is the number of harmony after having overcome some challenges. It's a card of victory, success, recognition. It's a very powerful card and triumphant. And so, you know, when you have this in your advice, I read this as go for it. You know, do whatever it takes. Despite what other people may think, because at the end of the day you have to make the decision for yourself, right? If we're talking about relationship and you want to protect it or you want to revive it, you want to work at it, then you know this is your choice. And if people say that this person's not good for you, they may have your best interest at heart, but at the end of the day you need to also look after number one, look after yourself and make your decision. If we're not talking about this kind of scenario, because this is a message for just a few of you, if there is someone else on your mind, if this Knight of Wands here that your subconscious is talking to you about, you know, if this person has, you know, got your interest, let's just put it this way, again, this is about following what your heart and soul want, basically. Because in the environment, you have a brand new beginning in the emotional realm, okay? So the ace, and I love aces for that, they are the origin, they're the seed of whatever suit we're talking about. And this is the cups, so this is relationships, this is your feelings, you know, your heart. And that the Ace of Cups can talk about a brand new beginning in love, it can talk about the birth of a brand new love, it can talk about rekindling of a relationship, the birth of a child, or anything that's just going to give you a lot of happiness. So this is in your environment, and you do have the card of, as I said, success, victory, triumph in your advice, if you go for it. This is a passionate suit, the Wands. And you do have this card of the Knight of Wands, you know, which is action taking, following your heart's desires and your passion. But you are going to come to a crossroad where you're going to have to make a decision, and whether you're going to be deciding to, you know, go for it or not, depending on what other people think. There will always be people who have an opinion on what you do. I just thought I'd put it out there. I mean, it'd be just great if people kept their opinions to themselves sometimes, but you know, when it's a big decision, people will not necessarily see things the way you do, so it's entirely up to you. Now, in the hopes and fears, you've got the Emperor, which is a major arcana, and that's the only one with the tower that you have. Now, the Emperor is ruled by number 4, which is the number of strong foundation, stability, as I said, with the 4 of Pentacles here. The Emperor is a leader, he is a planner, he's someone who has a lot of experience and who is going to plan every single step of the way in order to lead his troops to success. He's also an architect, he builds, he builds empires, so he represents longevity of things. It may also represent someone older, wiser, he may represent a parent, again, no genders attached, just someone who's very powerful, who people will follow, a leader. And so you may have someone like this in your environment, as in this may be the person who you were in a relationship with or are still in a relationship with and you're working on it, or it may just be you hoping that you're going to be able to act like the emperor, you know, make the decision and build something that's gonna last. Now, your outcome is the Ten of Swords. Now, the 10 is the number of completion. Sword is the mental realm. Thoughts, ideas, truth and communication. The Ten of Swords talks about the end of something and being absolutely exhausted. And it can be a painful end because, well, the swords, they cut. But you can see there's a brand new beginning there. So I'm going to clarify this card to see what's coming after that, once that cycle is wrapped. Because if this is the end of the relationship because of the Tower and you find out something or whatever and it puts you into that crossroad, I want to know where this is going. So clarify the Ten of Swords for us, please. That just jumped. We have the Seven of Cups. Now 7 is the number of self-assessment, evaluation and experience. Cups is emotions, so it's feeling overwhelmed, slightly confused at all of the options you may have. So this end is going to bring about several choices, which we saw here, the crossroad. What are these options? Clarify this, please. The Three of Cups. 3 is the number of growth, expansion, creation. In the emotional realm, this is happiness. This is socializing, enjoying your time with others, feeling happy. So this is really, really good because this is telling you that, bear with me, let me grab this. And you've got at the bottom of the deck another ace, the Ace of Pentacles, which is a brand new beginning, a brand new offer in the material world. So this is very positive because you've got two brand new beginnings here in the cups and in the physical world. Because okay, so you're gonna have the end of this. This is the end. This can be painful. It's brought about by this Tower, and this is going to maybe leave you relieved because you know this is the end, but at the same time all of the options you have in front of you, this is going to overwhelm you and maybe make you feel confused, but you're going to be very happy. This is going to be a relief, like you're going to feel a burst of happiness, like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. You may socialize more, or you may have friends who are going to rally around you and help you. This is looking very, very positive for you. This is going to open doors basically, and you're going to have another brand new beginning. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey for the cards with me. If you did, or if the message helped you in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for stopping by and allowing me to read for you. I really appreciate it. I wish you a very exciting week next week, because it will be, and I hope that it will bring you a lot of healing. And I hope to see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir. Hello to my Aquarians who chose deck number 3. You have chosen the Stolen Child deck. It's a beautiful deck, by the way. Well, I'm going to say that about all my decks. Anyway. Now please remember, those are general readings. They will not resonate with everybody. Take what applies and just forget the rest. Now what do my Aquarians who picked deck number 3 need to know for next week, please? I think that's about enough. So at the center of your spread, you have the Hermit Major Arcana. It is crossed by the Four of Bryant, the Four of Cups. Below you, you have Temperance, another Major Arcana. Above you, the Five of Oak, so we're talking Five of Pentacles. Behind you, you have the Ten of Swords. Ahead of you, oh beautiful, you've got the Ace of Swords. Your advice is the Six of Cups. Environment, you have the Queen of Wands. Hopes and fears, you have the Four of Wands. Let me move this a little bit because it's not going to fit. Final outcome, you've got the Tower, which is a major arcana. Bottom of the deck, which is the underlying energy you may not be aware of, but they are definitely working around you. You have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so let's start with the underlying energies. The Knights represents things moving forward, they represent action taking, and Cups are to do with the emotional realms. So your feelings, your emotions, but also your intuition and your creativity, and your relationships with people, how you interact with people. So the Knight of Cups can talk about in an offer that comes your way that's going to make you feel very happy. It can be a love offer, but it doesn't have to be. It can also be an apology coming from someone. It's just things moving forwards in your feelings. So as I said, it can just be simply something that happens that's going to make you happy, or it could be you moving towards your own happiness as well. And remember, there are no genders attached to the cards when we do a general reading. Because in the past, you've got the Ten of Swords. Now, 10 is a number of completion, the end of a cycle. And the Swords is air energy. It's to do with the mental realm. So ideas, thoughts, knowledge, truths and communication. So the Ten of Swords talks about a painful ending because the swords they cut. But it's also coming to terms with what is. It is the realization of a situation, of a fact, of something that happened, and letting it go, releasing it, which means that the burden that's over you is gone. You are exhausted, you're left exhausted, but it's released and you are ready to move forward. In the middle of your spread you have the Hermit, Major Arcana. Now the Major Arcanas are important energies on your life path. They have a more permanent effect because it's God, the universe, spirit, or your angels, either providing you with opportunities to grow mentally, emotionally, or spiritually, or it is them intervening in order to put you back on the right path. So the Hermit talks about going within. It talks about taking time out, retreating, so that you may introspect, you may go within, look at what it is that you really want, who you really are, do the shadow work, go within without judgment, but observe, and you're going to get the knowledge from this. You're going to get the clarity you need because you will gain that knowledge that's going to make you grow and make you move forward. And crossing it, you have the Four of Cups. Now 4 is the number of strong foundations and stability. Cups is the emotional realms, as I explained with the Knight of Cups. So the Four of Cups talks about emotional stability, but what comes with emotional stability sometimes is a bit of boredom. It can talk about being a bit blasé, not wanting to move really. If you put water in a small container like a cup, it becomes stagnant, and when it's stagnant it becomes stale, and that's that idea. And I believe that you're trying to go within, but you're kind of blasé and thinking, well, I don't really see the point, is what I'm hearing. And it's because of that completion with the Ten of Swords that's left you empty. It's really drained you. I mean, look at the picture, the angel there. Look at the angel. He's just, yeah, he needs a rest. And so in order to do this introspective work and find the answers, your own inner guidance, you need to overcome this attitude of, I don't see the point, and, of doing it. That's what I'm hearing. Because right now in your conscious mind, you've got the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles, 5 is the number of change and challenges. And Pentacles is to do with the physical world, so home life, work life. So it can be relationship within the house, but it's also anything to do with financial assets, jobs and careers. But the Five of Pentacles talks about a change in there, or a challenge. There is something that you're finding challenging. It talks about lack mentality. You see, all of the honey is gone. It's spilling everywhere. It's looking at, I would even say, maybe something that you've lost and not seeing past it, or looking at something that's very challenging for you and not seeing the point. It's a negative frame of mind as well, even though it's not the swords energy, but the negative frame of mind comes with this lack mentality, just focusing on the lack. And in your subconscious mind, you have temperance. Now, I'm not judging when I'm saying, you're in that frame of mind of, I don't see the point. It's because, as I said, you've just finished a cycle that's been very challenging for you. And it's left you depleted and probably wounded. And so when we're in this state after what happened, it's very easy to, fall into the lack mentality and thinking, oh, I don't see the point of it, nothing's going to work. It's just what happens, we're all humans. And that's why a tarot reading is so powerful, because being aware of it is going to enable you to think differently, take a different path, affect the outcome. So your subconscious is really your higher self talking to you, and you have temperance, another major arcana. Temperance is a beautiful energy of patience, compromise, trying to mix things to get something even more beautiful. It really is the energy of not falling into any type of excesses, is what your higher self is telling you. Be patient, everything will happen when it's meant to happen, and do not fall into any type of excesses, is what I'm hearing. So do not give in to that kind of lack mentality thinking, negative thinking. Because in the near future, you have the Ace of Swords. Now this is beautiful, because the Ace is the origin of any suit. Swords, as I said, is to do with the mental realm, with truth, communication, ideas, knowledge. This is the victory of the mind. This is the epiphany card for me, the aha moment, when you have the clarity. You have a focused intention. You can see the eye is right in that needle here. It's just splitting the brain. So you're going to get the clarity. You're going to be victorious over this Ten of Swords and this Five of Pentacles that you are experiencing right now. And you're going to know what to do and how to move forward, even how to heal. And in the advice, you have the Six of Cups. Now the Six is the number of harmony after having overcome a challenge. The Six of Cups talks about pleasant, harmonious relationships, can also talk about a long-term committed relationship, or someone you've known for a very long time and whom you can trust. And you've got this in your advice. And you also have the Knight of Cups, as I said to you, like an offer of love, an offer of friendship, an offer of apology, an offer of support, or an offer that's going to make you happy. And so I'm reading in the cards that there's going to be someone there supporting you, getting you out of this dark cloud. Someone who you can rely upon is what I'm hearing. And it is linked to this Queen of Wands. In your environment, you have someone, male or female, who embodies the traits of this card. The Queen of Wands, now Wands is passion, desire, what your soul really yearns for, is fire energy. The Queen of Wands is someone who's incredibly charismatic. She's magnetic. And she's someone who has a big stick but doesn't need to use it, because people know that she is powerful. She's got that inner glow, that inner confidence. And she can be, very supportive, but she's not someone who's just going to sit by and, she's going to go for what she wants. She's a go-getter. And so there is someone in your environment who may be bringing you this happiness, someone who you've known a long time, someone who represents these kind of traits, is what I'm hearing loud and clear. And in your hopes and fears, you've got the Four of Wands. So obviously, 4 being the number of strong foundations and stability, with the wands, which is passion, fire energy, this is a landmark. This is having grown and reaching a landmark, that there's something to celebrate, something stable. And sometimes it also represents marriage, home life. So this is in your hope sector. This is you hoping for some kind of achievement, of growth that's worthy of recognition for you, getting out of this funk that you're in. If we're looking at a relationship, it may be you wanting something stable, with someone who would be probably that Queen of Wands here, that long-term relationship, or someone you've known for a very long time, and realizing that this person is the one for you. Take what resonates, but you're going to get the clarity that you require to get to what you're hoping for, whatever that is. And as a outcome, you've got the Tower. Now, another major arcana. The Tower is God, the universe, your angel, spirit intervening to make you move. This is very often, the Tower appears when we have been too comfortable within a situation and we've refused to move forward, and so this is a nudge. Now please do remember, things happen for you, not to you, and the Tower is on its own neither negative or positive. It is just a sudden change, or an abrupt change of circumstances, or a piece of news, something is revealed and you really did not see it coming, and it is a very significant change or piece of news, like it's going to rock your world. So I'm going to clarify this for you so that we see where we're going with the Tower. So clarify the Tower for us, please. This card here. You have the Five of Cups. So 5, you've got one here, is change and challenges in the emotional realm for Cups. So this is you focusing on a negative feeling, so either regret, disappointment, and not seeing the silver lining, which is what I was seeing here. Clarify the Five of Cups. Why is the Five of Cups here, please? Knight of Swords. So a piece of news coming your way, delivered not necessarily nicely, because people who represent swords energy are people who will not mince their word. They're very factual. They don't really think about how they're delivering the news. Okay, so we have some news coming your way that's going to really shake you. Okay, can you clarify all of this? What's the outcome for this, please? Oh, Queen of Swords. Okay. Now the Queen of Swords is someone who is going to make a decision based on facts, and is going to cut what no longer serves her. She's very fair, and she sees right through the lies, and she is going to cut something. So this is where this is going. You're going to get a piece of news. That's the bottom of the deck, by the way, the Seven of Pentacles. I'll show you that in a minute. So there's going to be a piece of news that's coming your way that you're not seeing coming. And this is going to challenge you emotionally. But this is going to lead you to cut what no longer serves you. You see this clarity you have here with the Ace of Swords? This is going to be you saying, okay, whatever it is here, I've had enough, and I value myself. I'm just going to move forward, and I'm going to cut what no longer serves me. Because with the Seven of Pentacles supporting this, this is you looking at whatever it is that you've put time and effort in, and evaluating whether it was worth it or not. Did you get, was the juice worth the squeeze, is basically what I say about the Seven of Pentacles. This is looking at the time, effort, everything that you've put into something, and assessing whether it is worth it or not. And with the Queen of Swords being here, I'm guessing that no, it's not. And so you're gonna take action, basically, in order to move your situation forward so that you may, you know, have a more positive experience coming your way. So it looks like next week's going to be challenging for you, but you are well prepared, you know about this. Do rely on this relationship I mentioned. There is someone around you who's going to support you and help you. And remember, no excesses, okay? Patience, compromise. Just know that this is happening for you and not to you. So I'm not going to say I hope you've enjoyed your journey through the cards with me, but I hope that this message has helped you and that it will be able to support you for next week. My thoughts will be with you for next week, and I hope to see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.